Heyo campers, this is Koth Hebo, and this is Old Dude Plays Minecraft. I'm on days 56 through 60 of my Bedrock world, and there's some great things coming in this session. First of all, I need a lot more minicio so I can get all my, eventually get it processed to Zivicio to make Zivicio armor, which will allow me to fly, which is going to be really nice. It just makes building and moving around a lot easier. So, but unfortunately, I need 32 stacks of minicio to do that. So this is probably going to take a while. I'm getting materials over here off of my machines. I'm going to go ahead and get some of those processed. Just try to keep ahead of it. If you don't, then when you need it, you don't have it, and it's really annoying. But you've seen this. This is no big deal. Just turning these into sand. I've got tin and iron, and those are going into the smelter. Good. That's done. Now let's take a look and see where we're at in terms of our minicio. I thought I had more, and I don't have enough. I need 4 stacks right now to make a Zivicio hoe. So I'm short, so we go back and we get some more. Again, I'm not going to make you watch this at normal speed, because by speeding things along, I actually cut this video in half in terms of time. So you may thank me later if you like or not. I don't care either way. I'm just doing this because I think it's fun. Okay. You can see the back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then when I think I have enough, I'll go ahead and pull them out. When I start seeing minicio show up in the bottom bar, I know I have enough to build my Zivicio hoe. And so I'm really going to try not to go too much farther than that, because it just wastes. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Chicka boom, chicka boom. All right. Grab some of this gold, replant. Now come over here and we're going to make some Zivicio and make a Zivicio hoe. So we first of all use our weak infusion stone. We put 4 stacks of minicio around it. And we get accio. Now we put the accio around it with a strong, and we get crucio. We put crucio around it and put that around a strong. There we go. And we get imperio. And then put the imperio and put it around a extreme. We now have 4 Zivicio, so we can make our Zivicio hoe. This is nice. A Zivicio hoe never wears out, and it does 9 minicio per plant. So it definitely speeds up the processing here tremendously. Well, by 9 times at least. So good stuff. Okay, let's go ahead and let's grab some trees here, because we're going to need more dirt here in a while. And again, just trying to kind of keep up with it. Boom and boom. Gone. Replant. Go over and get the earth and fire essence. Pull it up and replant. Pull it up and replant. And get my redstone essence. Pull it up and replant. And back down. Okay. Dump the birch leaves. That's coming along nicely. Dump this essence. Now I'm going to go ahead and process some of this. I'm going to process 9 of the redstone to get 24, or redstone essence to get 24 essence. 24 redstone, can't talk. And now I'm processing these to get cobble, because I'm running through my cobblestone faster than the igneous extruder can make it. So we grab that, we come back over here, we grab a whole bunch of cobblestone, and then we're going to stick it in our processing setup over here. Okay, see, 28 stacks, that really isn't that much. It's running fine though, got plenty of power, doing good. That's a day. So, go to sleep, and then we're going to come up on day 57. This is going pretty well, but a lot of stuff to do yet. Now, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go ahead and process some of this wood, turn it into sticks, and then turn it into loot bags. I'm going to rip through that. Glad I found this use for sticks, because I didn't know what I was going to do with all the wood. Once I get my farm going, there's wood everywhere. Okay. Processing all this stuff, storing what I want to, processing the rest of the bags, getting the ender pearls. That's really important. You're going to see here in just a bit. Actually, not in this video, the next one. But it's coming along. Okay, we dump all this stuff in there. Getting some more buckets, that's really good. I'm going to need some more. We're going to run the recycler, dump the helmet in the smeltery. Ah, got a diamond. Always happy to get diamonds. And we dump one more. Okay. Look at that. Well, I guess let's go kill some things. We haven't killed some things in a while. So we go boom, boom, boom. Well, I accidentally took out my torch. I'm going to put it back because I really don't want that much spawning up here. I don't have time to deal with it right now. I will. And of course, real soon I'm going to be able to build my regular mob farm, which is fully automatic. I never touch it. Okay, so back down. Dump some stuff in here. Pitch the spider egg. Not any use. Process the loot bag. Ooh, got a name tag. All right. Boy, that's smoking, huh? I don't know why I didn't do anything with the string right now, but it doesn't really matter. What matters is I got to get over there, and I have got to get more minicio. But with the Zivicio hoe now, it's going to go a lot faster because I get 9 at a time, which is really kind of nice. But still, it just takes a while. I need 32 stacks. So kind of hang in there, but it's going to be a bit. Let's see where we're at. We're at not quite a third of the way through this video. If you wanted to skip ahead a few minutes, you can. Please don't leave. Please watch my video, please. I'm begging you. Okay. Enough of the whining. More minicio. I need a robot to do this. There is now more minicio being harvested. Now see, I'm old enough that the concept of robots or AI just way out there, had no clue. I mean, we saw it in science fiction and of course all the horrors that, gosh, we're seeing now, some of them. I'm not absolutely against AI. I just am against AI taking, not actually helping the economy. AI is going to take jobs. There's no doubt about it. Okay, got some. I'm getting towards the end of the day. Let's dump this off, see how we're doing. Ooh, not much at all. So we're going to have to go to sleep and then do it again. Anyway, as I was saying, I don't mind AI taking some jobs as long as AI creates an environment in which more jobs can be created. That would be great. Even the robots and so forth, as long as it makes a net increase to the economy, and not just for the people at the top. I'm not against people at the top. Let's dump those in there. If it weren't for the people at the top, we wouldn't have as much success as we do at the bottom. Making some more farmland there. So no, I'm not against AI per se, but I am against AI when AI is making decisions I don't want it to make. people still make better decisions than machines will ever make. And besides, I've read too much science fiction where things go horribly wrong. So I admit I'm biased. Okay, getting some more copper and some gold. Gonna go ahead and grab some nickel while I'm out of here. Got to be careful not to cook nickel and iron together, or you get Invar, which I don't really need. Don't want to cook gold and silver together, or you get electrum. And don't want to cook aluminum with copper or tin. One of them does it, one of them doesn't. Something changed in one of the updates, but anyway. So you got to be careful what you put in the smeltery at a time. Okay, I've got all these places I want this stuff here. I'm going to go ahead and make 15 more of these in the alloy smelter, because I'm going to need them down the road, and there's no time like now to make it. Well, I'm doing something else. Okay. Eat. Hungry. I am hungry. I haven't had breakfast yet. I'll live. Good news on the fires here in Idaho. They seem to be settling down a bit. The air quality's been a little bit better last couple of days. It's been cooler. It's been nice. We're going to have some more 100-degree days, though. So if you're thinking of moving to Idaho, don't. No, I love Idaho. I think it's great. A lot of good places to live. California is not one of them. Sorry, I was born and raised in California. I thought I'd be there my whole life. But, man, the day we left was one of the happiest days of my life. That was actually over 20 years ago we left. But Idaho, it has its interesting things. I like it. I lived in Nebraska for a while, for a few years, and it was nice, but summers there are miserable. So humid. We're talking like 90 degrees and 90% humidity. It was awful. Which is what you need to have fireflies, and fireflies are really cool. I love fireflies, but that kind of humidity is way too high a price to pay. Okay, we've gotten a bunch more of this, putting some seeds out, digging through it. This is kind of a tedious process, but this is the last time I'm going to have to do this. Once this is done, once I have my Zivicio armor, I'm going to be working towards automating this so I never have to touch it again. I don't get minicio as fast, but I never have to touch it again. So that is really valuable. That's one of the reasons why I was making the stuff in the alloy smelter. Is I'm going to need a lot more good conduit. Okay, I'm going to plant some of these over here. I'm just kind of getting them out of the way. That's not going to be a permanent spot for that, but it's a spot for now. Rounding up towards the end of another day. This has actually been going pretty well, but there's a lot more to go. Plant some more seeds. And go sleep. Mimi. There we go. Okay. I've only got 16 full stacks there. That's half of what I need. So we got a ways to go yet. Okay. Stick a couple of those carrots in there. That won't be much, but it'll be another piece of dirt or two, which I will need. Another night down the drain, day 59. 2 more days to go on this video. They are going to go pretty fast here, so we're going to take more minicio because I need 16 more stacks, so it's going to take a while. I remember one of the early times I was doing this, it just felt like it was taking forever, and I was so impatient. Now that I've done this process a couple hundred times now, and it doesn't bother me quite as much. I just know that I have to do it, and it's just going to take a few game days to get through it. But once I'm through it, I can fly, and life is good. once I can fly, I'm going to be able to remodel these farming areas on this level to make them a little more efficient. That's really not that much minicio yet. Wow. Yeah. I hate it when I do that. I accidentally hit the touchpad and wind up harvesting seeds that are not ready yet. I'm going to plant some more of my minicio seeds over here. Just kind of get them out of the way. Get the gold out. And then we keep watering. We're halfway through this game day. You can see that with having several layers here from the edge, or several rows from the edge, I get a lot more behind that I don't have to worry about watering quite so much. I just have to reach it. So it's nice. It really speeds up the process here. Okay, that's getting better. Definitely getting better. In fact, I actually start watering as I'm doing this. I'm doing the row closest to me, and then the third row out for my watering, and that actually gets watering going all the way to the fourth row. So sometimes I can get quite a bit of this in one shot with relatively little effort. It seems like relatively little effort to me. It may not seem like that to you. As always, you can complain bitterly in the comments. I enjoy being told that I don't know what I'm doing. It happens more than you'd think, but that's fine. We all have different ways of doing this. It's one of the things I love about Minecraft, is there's so many different ways of doing this. Okay, let's dump this in here and let's see what we got. 27, we have 27 stacks, so I only need 5 more stacks. So I'm going to take this out and I'm going to run it here. And that'll be my placeholders. That's doing fine. Looks like it's time to sleep. We are headed into day 60. So, one of the things I'm going to be working on, I have started another world that I'm going to be working on, and it's an island world. You occasionally get a seed that doesn't have much land. It's mostly water, at least where you spawn. There's just a single island. I like islands. I think they're a lot of fun. It requires a slightly different touch to make it happen. So I've got one I'm working on. I've got the first 5 days played. So that'll be one of the next projects coming up. I've got a little farther to go on this one, though, so I'm going to stick with this for probably at least another 20 or 30 game days. I may go to 100 and then switch over. We'll see. Trying to get minicio. I need 5 stacks. As soon as I see minicio show up on the bottom, I've got enough to make all the Zivicio I need to make my armor. So just waiting to see when that comes up. Okay, I've moved some down so that I can monitor it a little more closely. When those 3 on the left are full, I'm ready to go. We're not far. We are not far. We are there, I believe. Okay. Now it is time to make Zivicio and Zivicio armor. Dump these into the chest here. Okay, first thing, I'm going to need some more weak. I'm going to need at least 1 more weak infusion stone. I might need 2, but I'll just wait and see. I'd calculate it, but I'm too lazy. Excuse me. What? One of you didn't excuse me? Okay. Now I put 4 stacks of minicio, and I get that. So this is a slower process. It just takes a while. I'm showing it to you because of that right there. I just ran out of my weak infusion stone. Had to put my second one in. So you can see we're running through it now pretty quickly. And if you can see that I'm going to need to make one more. Put these here. I'm going to need one more. So I'm going to move this aside. I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to put a ring of minicio around it and make another weak infusion stone. Okay, I think I have enough now to finish this process. So we finish processing minicio into accio. I wonder how the mod who made this pronounced these, or the how the guy who programmed this mod pronounces that. I'd find out, but I'm not that curious. Okay, that's all the accio I need. So let's get a regular infusion stone, and we'll process these into crucio. I don't know. The yellow stuff. Okay, we have 2 stacks of yellows. I feel like a 5-year-old kid playing a game. I have 2 stacks of yellows. Okay. There's that. There's the Imperio. Put it out. And then Extreme. Boom. 8 Zivicio. We've got what we need. Now, for some reason, I put it back in the chest. I have no idea why. But I'm going to grab my gold and my copper because it takes gold nuggets to make this, and I'm not sure I have quite enough. I have 25. I need 32. So I'm going to need one more stack of gold nuggets. And I should have what I need now to make this. So we're going to change this to Zivicio, or Ziv. Good enough. And then do it. And I don't have any Zivicio in my hand. It's in that other chest. It's weird when I'm playing this. I've got 14 things on my mind at one time, and never the one that really needs to be next. Okay, I've got my Zivicio, so I'm going to put it out. There is my Zivicio chest armor. Here is my Zivicio... What am I doing? Here we go. My Zivicio pantalones. My Zivicio hatalone. And my Zivicio Budalones. Is my command of Spanish awesome or what? Again, you can complain about it in the comments if you want. Hey, and remember, any comment is great. I've got my Zivicio armor. Now I'm going to pitch this partially used armor because it's not worth repairing. And I'm flying. There is my structure. That's what it looks like right now. Okay, let's run on back in because I'm going to get the... items I need to fix my farming areas. And that is some more fences. I've got 4 already, but I need 8. So I'm just going to make them here. Yeah, make them all. Make them all. Come on. Put this back here. Grab these. Grab these. Okay, good. We've got it. Now let's go underneath where those wood planks are, and let's put these fence posts right under them. Because what they will do is they will act as the block to hold the water above it. And like I said, I like to use fences for this because as I walk through the water, the fences are 1.5 blocks high, and I don't have to jump out of those. Okay, got that. Now we're coming over here. And we are going to start pulling this stuff out of here. Let me get a bucket ready. So we go bam, gone, take, plant, and then take the birchwood slabs. Okay, I'm not quite sure why I didn't speed this whole process up, but I didn't. So if you want to skip ahead a little bit towards the end, you can, but there's really not a whole lot more going on. The big thing I wanted to do here in this video today was to get my Zivicio armor so I can fly now, which is going to be very helpful. It hasn't been that helpful yet, but it's going to be. You're going to see it makes me move a lot quicker between my levels and get where I'm going faster. And it's going to help me because I'm going to be able to build my my real mob farm. My next thing that I want to do, though, is what I'd really like to do is I'd like to get some farming stations built, I think. Actually, I'm going to need more machinery because I've got to get... No, I do need farming stations because I have to get my fire and earth essence processing automatically because I need to be making a lot more cobblestone. I'm starting to use it pretty quick now, and I'm just not going to be able to keep up. Okay, take these out. That's 6 of them. That's 7 of them. All right. All right. I'm getting eaten by the stuff. Standing on that, but I just fall through to the fence post. Get these out. Okay. That, my friends, don't do that, stupid. Fly over it. Okay. Welp. Put this together. Okay, I'll put these back over here where they're out of the way. I am going to need more of those birchwood slabs, but I'll be putting them on top of the mob farm temporarily. You'll see that probably next video, maybe one after that. So anyway, I'm Koth Hebo. This is Old Dude Plays Minecraft. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like or a dislike. Leave me a comment. I'd appreciate a subscription. Anyway, you have a great day, and we will see you later. Thanks for watching.